Okay, so remember I told you I recently had the opportunity to meet a very interesting woman. A co-worker had begged me repeatedly to meet with her, so reluctantly I finally agreed, and we went to meet her. She is a spiritual counselor, and when I walked in, she introduced herself to me. I shook her hand, and she says to me, "Wow, you are one of the most stressed out people I have ever met," which I thought was great, of course. So we sat down at a table across from one another, and she took my hands, closed her eyes, and she prayed. And when she was done, there was a long period of silence, after which she said, "I've identified the things that are causing you stress and pain in your life, and they are anxiety, self-condemnation, and ego." Well, I knew about the first two, but when she said ego, I was really irritated because I thought, what is she talking about? Does she think I think I'm full of myself, or that I'm the bag of chips or something? Because I honestly can tell you that is not how I think about myself. That being said, I knew that I had to study and find out more about this ego thing, because it was going to make me crazy. Well, it turns out that there's a ton of information out there on the subject, and you can't possibly sum it all up here, but there are common beliefs on the subject between everyone from Christians, Judaism, Buddhism, New Age. Everybody talks about this. The one underlying theme that kept coming up is that the ego is a dysfunctional relationship with the present moment. It's a false sense of I, rooted in a deep sense of alienation from the present, and it has a dysfunctional relationship with the past and or the future. It's unable at all to be content in the here and now. Mick Jagger said, "I can't get no satisfaction," and that's what he meant. That's what that means. Those of you who know me know that I do have control freak tendencies. You can laugh, but it's true. Even I know it. It turns out there's an underlying sense of control which feeds the ego. And when you give up that source of control, you give up the ego's power. It loses its power. Brad gave me an acronym for ego, which is edging God out. It's good. Thank you, Brad. I read that ego is the primal sin, so that makes complete sense. It's the underlying reason that we're all alienated from God. That appears to be the whole thing in a nutshell. Life beyond ego means moving past your own thinking and merging with Jesus completely and becoming one with Him. It's that point when you can say, "Not my will, but thy will be done." That, to me, appears to be life beyond ego. And I want that. I'm glad that this was put in front of me to look at as something that I need to work on this year. I agree with her. I do need to work on it. I have to learn to overcome my own thoughts and just declare the truth of God. So we'll see. See what happens this year. Life beyond ego. Let's go for it.